What's poppin', everybody? Welcome to another episode of The Measy Show. I'm your hostess with the mostest. Now, before we begin, go ahead and hit that subscribe and that like button for me. Now, you guys seen the title and you seen the thumbnail, and I'm pretty sure you've seen the videos that are related to this, trending on YouTube, TikTok, and all the platforms, right? That will broadcast this. It's going crazy everywhere. Okay, so there's this guy. He has a YouTube channel. I forget the name of it. It's like Trap or something. Anyway, I'll put the link to the basically where of everything I'm playing right now. I'll put the link in the description so you can tap in with it. But there was this Caucasian fella, and he went to the penitentiary in South Carolina, right? This is a largely black state, right? And I guess according to him, there was Bloods, G's, and what's the other one? Crips. He said he became a GD and supposedly became the leader, right? Now, either one of two things. Either it's just all for a stunt and to go viral or whatever, or this guy's retarded, right? But I'm going to let you listen to the audio real quick and let you know what he said. Okay, so here we go.
I took over a black prison gang during my 10 years in prison. First, I survived my brutal initiation. I became a gangster disciple. A gang that started in Chicago, Chirac, is known for beefing with rappers such as Lil Durk and King Von. White guys were allowed to join back in the 70s when rival members ran into the shower to shank the founder of the Gangster Disciples, and this white cellmate ran in there after them and saved the founder's life. I quickly realized in prison, the number one rule is always remain useful. If you're not useful to anyone, you are useless to everyone. And if you become useful to the most powerful, dangerous people in there, you become powerful and dangerous. So what was I doing to become so valuable to these people? I can't tell you because it would be stupid for me to get on here and tell you what I was doing in prison. But
telling everything else.
What y'all think he was doing?
This is a reaction, dude.
To become valuable to them people.
I know what he was doing.
That's crazy.
Let's just say by the end of it, I didn't even have to show up to these mandatory meetings. They would say, "Oh, well, he has stuff to do. It's so important. It benefits everybody." The violations when a member breaks a rule or a policy of the gang and they need to be physically punished. I didn't even have to participate.
Real quick, he's talking about being useful. That means you're being used. You're not no leader. You're not in control of. Come on, bro. You might fund it and they might look out for you, but come on, man. Let's use your brain here, buddy.
In those because I couldn't be bothered. I was too valuable. Not to mention, when I finally got free and came home, I had a very nice gift, probably as a thank you for everything I did.
Okay, then. People found out.
Then, right? I'll put the video in the description, right? But then, I supposedly disappeared for a few weeks, right? And then he made a video apologizing. I'm sorry. For saying I took over the black prison gang. I did not. I'm wrong. And he got a black eye. He's sitting on a bench looking like somebody else recording the video too. It's not like organized. Like he's not in his with the white chair, the leather chair, and all. Nah. Somebody's recording the video. It's like a whole thing. So let me just be clear, okay? There are situations where someone that's not of the primary race of a gang basically gets the keys to that hood, right? Or to that organization, even though maybe they're not the primary race. A great example of that is in San Diego, right? So there's a legendary dude. You can find him. I don't know him myself, but my partner Boo used to tell me about him all the time. He was always so proud of him, whatever. But there's a dude from Fody's in San Diego, right? What's his name? Hoodie from the Hood had interviewed him before. But anyway, I had been hearing his name. That's just the first time I seen what he looked like. But anyway, his name is Snow Rock. He's from Neighborhood Crib 40s, right? So this dude, and reputable Crips had told me this before, right? That when he'll pull up on the yard and someone is like he'll be like, who's the rep? And then he'll chop it up with him for, you know, SDC or whatever. He'll chop it up with him for a little bit. Next thing you know, he got the keys. You know what I'm saying? So I've heard this multiple occasions that he pushes that line. You get what I'm saying? He pushes a hard line as far as that goes. And so Snow Rock, for those that don't know about him, he's a white guy. He's big. You feel me? He got hands. And he's been around there a long time since he was a little kid, right? He grew up in Southeast, if I'm not mistaken, right? So there are situations where people that may not be of the primary race of their organization may still have the keys to that organization, okay? Now, different states are different, and they maybe have rulings. But if I figure if that could happen in California, then that could happen anywhere, right? Now, that has been said, let's also say this, right? Let's say this. For someone to be in control, a leader, this, that, and the third, it takes more than money. Money don't make you real. Money don't make you have squabbles. Money don't make you strong. Money don't make you have game. You know what I'm saying? Money, that's not it. So he's saying he's basically what he said without saying is that he's smuggling dope or whatever. So, okay, you did that. So you was funding the organization, they let you ride. Maybe they put you on to some version, whatever, because like you said, it was beneficial. You didn't run anything. You know what I'm saying? Even if I tempted to think this whole thing was just like a big thing to go viral, right? I'm tempted to believe that. But if that's not the case, this guy's retarded to think like, now, I speak on a lot of like these things publicly, that's public knowledge. The particular organization that he's speaking about, I avoid kind of talking about them because there's a lot of stuff that you maybe not supposed to know about that. I'm not that or nothing like that, so I'm saying. But there's a lot of things that shouldn't be spoken on about that in particular. You get what I'm saying? If you pull up on a Blood or a Crip and you ask them, what's this, what's that, what's this, what's this, what's that, what's that, what does this stand for, why do you wear this, blah, blah. They're going to tell you every which reason. They're going to love for you to know. I mean, no big deal, right? Now, on the other hand, if you pull up on a GD or a Vice Lord and you ask them, hey, why do you, what's this? Why did that? There's not the answer for everything unless you are part of that. You get what I'm saying? Now, some G's, right? Especially the ones in the South. I got a partner of mine that we actually had this conversation before, who is, you know, grew up around them, right? Basically, he said, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, it's not a white issue. Now, that's in most places, but in other places, it is. You get what I'm saying? Like for example, in Illinois, not in the Chi, but like in the suburbs, they got, like he said, IGDs, all that stuff, and it's white boys pushing that. So it's not saying, that's for them to decide what they accept and what they don't. That's not for anybody else. You get what I'm saying? If they were to start something tomorrow, oh, this is the Chinese disciples, then that's up to them. That's not for nobody else but them to decide if that's what they are letting happen or not happening. That's not nobody else really business, right? But as far as this guy going out and like going on a limb, oh, I joined the black prison gang and I became the first and foremost, the delivery that you're coming with is just like, for someone. So the pictures of you, check out the video. I'm put the video in the description, but the pictures of you prior to going in there, bro, you look like freaking, you look like you're like on a skateboard somewhere. Let's rock out, dude, yeah. Like that's not you. You know what I'm saying? That's not you. Like you're supposed to be on a skateboard with a pair of DCs on. You feel me? Hey Becky, you want to go snowboarding this weekend? Yeah. We're gonna go at Mount McConnelly. Yeah, it's gonna be great. That's you. Like you're not out there like, you do not strike me as somebody who was like selling dope for survival, as someone who was, you know what I'm saying, toting blammer everywhere you go, who it's a real like eat or be eaten, you know, dog eat dog world. No, you strike me as Tyler, you understand me, from whatever part of South Carolina you're from. You probably grew up, you know, riding quads and dirt bikes, and which is cool. That's great. I would love to do that type of stuff. I'm just saying your upbringing was more than likely more of a privileged type of one. You probably made a mistake or two. Not even necessarily privileged. Let me take that back, because you can't always say the most Caucasians be privileged. not privileged, but you didn't grow up around too many black people. You can tell by how you talk. You can tell by how you present yourself. I'm joining a black person guy. Like, it doesn't even sound like, if them's your homies, all your homies black anyway, oh, that's my homie. Like, there's no need to. And then, on top of that, that's the type of organization, like I said, they don't speak too much about stuff, right? They don't tell you what, oh, this is this and this is that. Nah, a lot of the stuff they don't even want you to know, let alone put it on the internet. You feel me? Come on. Now, everybody, that lets me think, that leads me to kind of believe it was just like an internet hoax. You know what I'm saying? This is like a little thing to kind of get some subs or some views, whatever it might have been. I really feel like that. I don't feel like that was real. But if it was real, he's retarded. You know what I'm saying? He's retarded. So anyway, if it was real, he was kidnapped and beat up and got smashed out. But then he wasn't even beat that bad. His eyes was just a little black, like no big deal. Then again, it was some weeks later too. So who knows? He was looking shook though in the video. I will say that. I don't know if it's real, wasn't real, but I just know in that video he was looking shook. You understand me? He wasn't looking like he was ready for any type of problems or, you know what I'm saying? Now, different states, like I said, have their own set of prison politics, and I understand that. California, like me, I'm not from California. I've been here a long time, but I'm not from here. I'm from Washington State. Back home, it's a completely different situation. Oh, yeah, and by the way, shout out Washington State, though. Nothing major, you know. In Washington, there's not all the cars and affiliations and all that stuff as California. So in California, race run, well, and then the whole picture, race runs everything, right? Washington, it's like, or a little bit race, gangs, this, that, third. It's not abnormal at all to see a white blood, white crib. I've ran into maybe 1 or 2 white G's. That's about it, you know. Nah, like three or four. There was a dude named Forrest from Tacoma. He used to push the line. He was like, yeah, or wherever he's from. But anyway, so you know, Washington is a different world when it comes to those type of politics than California, right? So I assume that South Carolina, it's probably less racial. I would assume, you know, and I from what I understand, Chicago is similar. Like, from what I understand, and maybe I'm wrong, but this is everybody, a lot more than one person has told me this, that when you go up in there, you either going to be up under the 5 or the 6. There's no too much options in Cook County, you know what I'm saying? And then maybe in their joints too. So, I don't know, maybe that's not entirely true, but multiple people have told me that. So I say that to say a lot of places are different. But one thing is for sure is that this guy, he's not like that. You know what I'm saying? He's not like that. Because you might have, you know what I'm saying, flipped a couple little packs or whatever, or put some little stuff up in the gangster pocket and broke it down, and you know what I'm saying? That you're not like that. You get what I'm saying? So anyway, you don't need to tell us. We already know what you was doing. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, it just screams for attention if you ask my personal opinion. That's just my personal opinion. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But if you ask for me, it screams for attention. Anyway, I'm going to leave the video in the link, or I'm going to leave the video in the description below. Go ahead and click it if you want to check it out further, what this guy said. If you haven't already seen it, it's probably trending all over. So I appreciate y'all watching. Let me know what you think, man. Is this a hoax or is this real? If you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that like button. Salute. I'm gone.